Hey guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. And we have just seen maybe the upset of the World Cup. USA have beaten Pakistan in a super over. Well, USA won the toss, chose to bowl first, and restricted Pakistan to, I think, 155, which you'd think, USA would chase it down, but the only worry would be how good is this Pakistan bowling attack, because it is very good. Would the score, though, be enough for them to defend it? Well, it wasn't, but it wasn't too little, because the game ended in a draw. USA also scored the same amount of runs, which means we had to go to a super over. And what a super over it was. Pakistan bowled Mohammad Amir in their super over, and it was horrible. There was overthrows, misfields. There was so many wides. It started with a boundary, and USA ended up scoring 19 off that super over, which was very disappointing for Mohammad Amir, because in the actual game, in the 20 over game, he didn't start great. He gave away wides and stuff, but when he came back in that second spell, he was fantastic. He got an important wicket. He got the captain Monank Patel, and then he managed to give away very little runs, which got Pakistan back in the game. Haris Rauf, I thought, bowled very well. Naseem was very good. I think Shaheen Shah Afridi was nowhere near as good as he needed to be for Pakistan to win this game. Even with that said, though, it went to a super over. And let's just talk about Pakistan batting first. Horrible start. Rizwan, that was the wicket where you felt like, what can you do? Not much to be done. A beautiful ball, and what a catch by Stephen Taylor in the slips. But then I think it was Usman Khan, I think it was. I might be wrong. But he stepped down to his spinner because the pressure was building. He stepped down out of his crease and smashed it up in the air. Brilliant catch on the boundary. And then after that, not too long later, Fakhar Zaman came in and he played some nice shots. However, he could not do it for too long as the pressure was building. He tried to play a scoop shot and got caught. Then Babar Azam stayed in, but he was batting very poor early on today. His strike rate was horrible. There was a time his strike rate was like 20. He was batting very, very poor. He picked it up through the middle overs, him and Shadab Khan. Shadab played a very good knock through the middle. Then he had an injury break, which slowed him down, lost the momentum. And in the end, maybe that cost Pakistan, because as soon as he got out, next ball, Azam Khan came in. And Azam Khan was so poor. First ball, golden duck. It was just a straight delivery, and he completely misread it. And it was an LBW. Iftikhar Ahmed came in and played a good knock, played a good cameo. Then you saw Shaheen Afridi play a very good cameo at the end, but it wasn't enough to put a commanding total. And then USA responded very well. Monank Patel and Andrews House, they put up a very good partnership, but then Haris Rauf got the wicket of House, and then all of a sudden the pressure was building. They got another wicket. The captain Monank Patel, Mohammad Amir, sorry, not Amir Khan, got that wicket. And the game, you'd still think USA should have won it more comfortably, with them not needing too many runs, but a few very good overs from Amir and Naseem Shah and Haris Rauf got them back. I think Mohammad Amir was superb with his overs in the second half. He really got Pakistan back in the game. It was superb. But Pakistan will not believe that they've lost this game. They didn't start the super over well. Iftikhar missed one. He was claiming for a wide, but then he got a boundary, and then there was a wide, and then Iftikhar got out, and then after Iftikhar got out, there was a wide, and then there was 4 byes, but they needed 9 off the last couple of deliveries, and they couldn't do it. So Pakistan, off the last ball, they needed 7, so they needed a 6 to take it to a second super over, or a no ball or wide and a 6. But it didn't happen for Pakistan, and this is just showing you cannot take anyone lightly. USA, you can't take them lightly. They won against Canada in a massive chase. Aaron Jones was superb there, and he was superb again today in that super over and towards the end of the innings. I think Natravalka bowled fantastic today, and so did Muhammad Ali Khan against his actual native country, Pakistan. But it was a brilliant performance from the USA, and maybe the biggest win in their history. Surely the biggest win in their history. This just shows the USA and any team, you can't take them lightly. I mean, we saw Netherlands turn over us in the last World Cup, but we don't talk about that. They turned over South Africa 2 tournaments in a row in T20 and ODI. So, I mean, you cannot, especially in T20 cricket, you cannot take any team lightly, because in T20, a couple of overs can change the whole game. It's a massive, massive win for the USA and something to really write home about. But for Pakistan, where did it go wrong today? Probably the batting. I think the bowling, they did enough. I think Shadab Khan, he got whacked around in his 3 overs, and that's, again, didn't help the paces. But I think Pakistan did well to fight and get back into the game and not lose it in the 20. They did very well to take it to the super over, but then the misfielding and the wides, it's just classic Pakistan with the misfielding and overthrows, and it was just shambolic in that super over. There were times in the game and in that super over for most of it where Pakistan just looked like they were panicking, but USA never really looked like they were panicking throughout that game. They always looked calm, and they win another match, which puts them top of Group A, which I think it's Group A. Yeah, they go top of Group A in a group with India and Pakistan. Now, USA will be looking at it and saying, right, we've beaten Canada, so we've won what we would have thought is the most easy match. Then you've beaten Pakistan. So now you're already on 4 points. Pakistan need to win the other 3 of their games, and that gets them to 6 points. But they've got India as one of their games. Now USA will be thinking, India is going to be a tough game for them, but Ireland is a much more winnable game. Now, it doesn't mean they can't beat India. I mean, they beat us a couple of weeks ago, and they've beat Pakistan today. So what says they can't beat India? But India is a very strong side. I don't see USA beating India. However, you look at the Ireland game, and they'll be licking their lips for that one, saying, if we can win that, they'll be saying, if we can win that, we get to 6 points. And if USA get to 6 points, it'll be very, very hard. Obviously, net run rate will come into play and everything like that. I mean, Pakistan could win the next 3 matches and then, USA lose. I think Pakistan shouldn't worry about being out of the tournament yet, because they've still got 3 matches. And obviously, if they win those 3, I'd say they're comfortably, well, not comfortably, but they're in and around that spot. India will probably look at the rest of this group now and say they can beat Canada, they can beat USA comfortably, both of those teams. And Pakistan could be a tough game, but the form Pakistan are on and the form India are on, you would expect India to get the job done. But you never know. Pakistan do turn up sometimes in the big matches and in the crunch situations. And that is the game this Sunday. So that's a massive game. But before that, obviously, Bangladesh, we open our tournament in a massive rivalry game with Sri Lanka. And that is a massive game because Sri Lanka have lost the first game of their tournament against South Africa, and their net run rate is really poor due to being out cheaply. So if they lose to us, they're going to be very tough to qualify, because they'd need us to lose the remainder of our matches pretty much, and Netherlands, because let's say we beat Sri Lanka. Actually, you know what? Leave that. That's for another time. Let's just talk about USA today. USA were brilliant with the ball, brilliant with the bat for most of it. Some brilliant bowling from Pakistan, but they will be massively disappointed. A huge blow for Pakistan, in their World Cup hopes. And I don't know really what to say. I did not really think. Well, I mean, I thought USA might have a chance, but I didn't expect USA to hold their nerve like they did in that super over, scoring the 19 runs, being aware to take those singles and twos off the overthrows and the wides, and then bowling. They were just so calm in the field. What a catch, by the way, to get Iftikhar out, and that was probably the turning point. Fakhar Zaman for the whole over, pretty much was at the non-strikers end. Pakistan, that is a major, major blow for them in their World Cup campaign. And USA now will be very, very confident about qualifying into the next round. But we'll have to see. Congratulations to the USA. What a game. And I'm very excited for our game against Sri Lanka tomorrow. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and let me know what other videos you want to see. And until next time, goodbye. Come on, Bangladesh.